Beautiful am I, bountiful am I, blissful am I, Waheguru. Beautiful am I, bountiful am I.
Greetings. Welcome to Spirit Voyages vlog series.
And here's a great stress reliever. Grab your pet.
Oh, he's rolling across the set.
Just grab your pet and give them a little snuggle.
He's rolling across the set.
Give them a little snuggle. If you don't have a pet,
Kitty
grab
on
your
set.
child.
Kitty on the set.
Give them a little snuggle.
Or if you have no pet, go ahead and just do what Baba's.
This is a great stress reliever.
Just go ahead and squeeze yourself. Squeeze yourself. Big inhale and squeeze. Say I love you.
I love you.
The fourth and final installment this month of our Stress Busters series, releasing stress, tap into vitality. Today is about busting that stress and tapping into that vitality. So let's go ahead and tune in because we're going to follow with a meditation. So let us be prepared as this giving of teachings will follow with a meditation. Rubbing the hands vigorously, we'll tune in with Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Bowing to the divine teacher within and also connecting to those that have gone before us, surrounding us with this golden energy to support us during our practice and our life. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Eyes are up and in at the brow point. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo.
Deep inhale.
Deeply. Retain that breath. Exhale. Also love tuning in because you harmonize with those that you're with. Such a beautiful thing.
I got cat hair on my lips.
Uh-oh.
After that spontaneous camera
That
moment.
might stress some people out. So today, busting stress, tapping into vitality. Now, if you remember from video 3, we're speaking about these patterns, these commotional living, these emoting patterns that go on in the brain that begin to distract us from the truth of who we are and causes us to fragment and use our energy and not retain it and not allow us to replenish ourselves. So the core of tapping into our vitality is this repatterning of that way we process the life energy. We want to meet life directly. And many times we don't do that because of these habits that we have of avoiding the discomfort of what we perceive as being uncomfortable experiences in life or uncomfortable tasks, right? So this is where we get a chance to really grow up and start really living a mature life, a spiritually mature life, where we recognize that sometimes we do have to go in, floss our teeth when we don't feel like it, you know? We have to go in and deal with our thoughts, write them out. If you have to keep a journal, write those thoughts out that are uncomfortable, and then look at them and see if they have the same impact as they did when they were on the inside. I want to share with you from the humanology teachings that we receive in our teacher training. And this tags on to our last topic, relaxation, but it really gets into the vitality part. Relaxation that releases such patterns as the commotions that create anxiety thoughts or fear or anger or frustration Relaxation that releases such patterns and that opens us to a new inner organization of our resources is essential. To do it effectively, we need to change the distribution of prana, or life force, the vital life force in the body, and activate systems of nerves that allow the self to reorganize patterns of being and acting. So that the major part of this, without getting technical, the major aspect of our nervous system goes into the autonomic nervous system. And part of the autonomic nervous system has two qualities. There's sympathetic and parasympathetic. Our focus would be more on the parasympathetic because it's what allows us to tone the system down from its revving up, which is sympathetic, right? To allow, as we mentioned last time, the blood to flow from the extremities into the core. So that as you're digesting food, for example, this is why it's important, as my wife tells me, sit down and eat, right? Because you want to be relaxed and breathe and flow and allow the food to digest, but what allows that is the energy coming in from the parasympathetic system that's allowing the blood to go into the core where the digestive system is. So the parasympathetic system is something that we want to energize to help reintegrate the vital life force. And by using the breath, we don't have to think about, am I balancing my parasympathetic system or am I not? We don't have to think about that. All we need to do is to go to an alternate nose breathing. Go to a long, deep breath. Simple yogic breath. Expanding the abdomen, inhaling to open up the ribs, and inhaling finally for the top of the lungs up in the clavicular region, and then going in reverse. Letting that go. letting the top of the lungs relax, and the upper chest and the ribs and the abdomen sinks in. So this is why simple, long, deep breath helps with this repatterning, right, of the vital life force in the body.
In this day and age, managing stress is about self-mastery. It's about going into your center. It's about doing less. It's about knowing that what replenishes you is in the stillness, in the silence. And I love the woman's teachings deeply and passionately that he gave us, because it's all about developing your inner consciousness and managing your stress from a place of connecting to your higher consciousness. He said, and I often quote this quote, he said there are two ways to do life. You can either hustle and hassle, or you can get still and meditate and let it come to you. And that's really encompasses for me the teaching of stress and its guidance system to always bring us back to our center, always bring us back to the breath, to developing our intuition, to making sure that our body is flexible and can process the information that's coming in. Because when the body is flexible, right, the emotions are flexible. Akka would always say that to me, flexible body, flexible emotions. Like there's space to handle what's coming in. Here is a very simple but very powerful kriya.
Vital.
Called the 4-stroke breath for rejuvenation. Okay? So Yogi Bhajan says that it gives you very powerful health and regeneration if you can do it correctly. It's the simplest kriya, but it's the strongest kriya. Totally balances the glandular system very beautifully. Okay? So the posture is you're simply touching the little fingertips here, the mercury finger right here, and you're just relaxing. The hands are open right here. Okay, so you're just touching these two pinky fingers, mercury, and you're relaxing right here. Very strong, looking at the tip of the nose, but he says look deep into the ground, so you're really anchoring that gaze with the eyes 1/10 open at the tip of the nose into the ground. Okay, that's very important. Very, very straight spine. So here's the breath. You're going to inhale through the mouth for 3 seconds. You're going to hold the breath for 3 seconds. And then you're going to exhale in full equal strokes out of the nose with sa, ta, na, ma mentally. So, and by the time you're done with the 4th stroke, there should be no breath left in you. So the diaphragm completely collapses and you exhale all the breath with that sa, ta, na, ma. So let's do it. Looking at the tip of the nose, lock the chin. Look deeply at the tip of the nose like you're going into the ground, looking even further than the tip of the nose. Inhale through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale out the nose, satanama. Continue. Last one. Inhale and squeeze. Let's hold that breath for 20 seconds. Raise the hands up, stretching every muscle of your spine, arm and shoulder. And exhale and relax. And just see how you feel. Tapping into your inner resources to reach your inner vitality. As always, it's such a pleasure to be with you. I always have to like tap Aka's knee to bring him back. Like, come home.
Wow. So give thanks for joining us for this. And remember these keys for really giving you the capacity to transform stress into just a strength-building experience. Building your glandular system, building your nervous system, and repatterning the way you're processing life where you recognize these negative thoughts that are loops that distract you from really meeting life moment by moment and meeting yourself moment by moment. Keep that journal going, and we'll see you next month.
See you very soon. Sat now.
Sat now.